Hello, my name is Gregtech82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just trying to come up with a solution. If we remember the last episode, we had a bit of an issue with the buffer. Oh, totally messed up that math. Needed 56. I got those right. I totally messed up that math though. But yeah, so we ran into an issue with the battery buffer only accepting 2 amps from the 16 because there are no UMV energy or dynamos. The recipe is disabled, even though I can get get that amperage out with the 16 amp dynamo. So yeah, a bit questionable with the balance there. But what I have kind of decided actually, and I think this will work, is if we do some batteries. Now these are 4 each, right? Is that what it was? Yeah, 4 infinity. So we need 24. No, probably that's going to take a second. All right, so that is working. If I leave the world, sometimes the multi-block breaks, so I gotta check that. I'm gonna stuck all over the place. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is if we do a mega ultimate battery buffer, so this has 9 slots in it, if we just put extra batteries in it, then they will be able to pull more amps. And what I'm thinking, we'll have, I'm not going to do all 9 slots. I only need 8 batteries. So we have 1 battery over there. Actually, I could switch it out, actually. I'm just gonna switch this out like super quick. And hopefully I don't break anything. All right, there we go. All right, that's just filling the internal buffer on battery buffer. Yeah, so it should, once it fills up, it'll stop and then it should start putting, yeah. So the more batteries in here, the more amps it can pull. So what I'm thinking is if we have 7 of these medium infinity buffers and the 1 really ultimate, then it'll be able to pull a full 16 amps if needed. So that is kind of my solution to this kind of awkward issue with not being able to do 1 amp of UMV, even though we can get 1 amp of UMV power out of it with the 16 amp. So anyway, just thought I would show that, and I'd still kind of wish I could just do a regular, I just wanted a 1 slot battery buffer with the really ultimate battery in there. It just feels kind of weird if I have a bunch of these small other batteries, but I don't know. That should be filling up, right? Yeah, it's just a really big battery buffer, and since we're only pulling 2 amps of UEV, it doesn't fill up very fast, but it will eventually. All right, that, and I should actually be getting, I've let the world run for quite a while. We're getting close, 80,000 seconds, and I will no longer be a noob. Was that certificate called? Yep. Certificate of not being a noob anymore. So we're almost there. But anyway, let me cut here and we'll get to this infinity stuff, and it's going to take a little while. And yeah, we'll come back in a little bit. And there we go. There is the infinity dust. It's going to make these batteries, and then hopefully we'll be able to get some more amps into that battery buffer. It's like you're looking at everything here. I wonder if this is causing some issues. I had an export bus with Europium on this, but it didn't need, because it's getting the Europium from here, the molten stuff, and when I broke that, it did seem to get a little bit better, so I'm pretty sure it is something with the fluid. Not those, but like the fluid ones. Although, do I even have any fluid ones over here? Yeah, I don't know if I have any fluid. Oh, I think I actually broke them all. So, yeah, I don't know what is causing a little bit of frame-like lag over here, but 59. That's funny. It's just from bees. So, all right. Is that all of them? Yes. Let's go take a look, and I did do a backup just in case. I can't see why anything would explode doing this, but there. And let's take a look. How many amps are we getting? Yeah, there we go. 14 amps. So 2 amps per battery. And then eventually we'll have the ultimate, the really ultimate in there. So yeah, I think that's kind of, what I got. You know what I could do if I really wanted to. I don't think I will, but maybe if I put an 8th battery in there, placed it right there, I could have it output into a single slot battery buffer with the 1 ultimate battery in there. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. It just seems so annoying when I could just, if I could just have a 1 amp of UMV dynamo, I wouldn't have to do funny things like this. But yeah. I just really wanted this in its own little battery buffer, a 1 slot battery buffer, instead of having it like in here. I don't know. It just doesn't feel as cool. But I will worry about that when we get to it. Now I am basically, like I said before, just kind of crafting up some of the big crafting things here. And gotta empty that too. And yeah, there's just a couple. Indium is kind of what I'm waiting for now. When emeralds, I need to do something about emeralds. So I'm not getting those yet. Indium, almost with the gold dust, or platinum, we're almost there. Trinium. So indium and trinium, and these I don't need to worry about these because this is for 4 ultimate batteries. I'm not going to craft 4 at once, but that's why those. Oh, and these raw crystal chips. I could do. This is an autoclave. That is something to think about. I could do this in there, actually. That is something to think about, actually. This is just so easily contained. Like, it's just like a little, but it is definitely on the slow side for the amount that we need. But everything else, yeah, it just, unfortunately, just kind of like a bit of a waiting game. I could do more replicators. I have lots of power. Well, I did have lots of power, but now it's draining it into that battery buffer. How do I want to do this? Trinium I can't replicate, unfortunately. One of these didn't get enough power because of the transformer loss. Everything seems, I think they're all, yeah, they're all fine. That is actually going through that pretty slow, actually. It's been running for hours, and we haven't gone through all that stuff, but yeah, I did 2 indium. I could add more. Do I want to add more? Decisions. I would like to get this hopefully built today, to be honest, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to get all the resources for the 8 ultimate batteries. Yeah, let me cut here and let me think if I can speed. I mean, I could speed these crystal chips up. Yeah, let me kind of decide how I want to do this, and we'll come back. All right, we are back, and I just kind of moved that setup over to this side, and we'll see if that works. Now I just did that, so that's got the crafting, the raw crystal chips in there, and yeah, I'm wondering if I should do like 7 crystal chips equals 63. Would that be, I don't know, we'll see how this works. And then I debated putting this directly on there, but I thought with all the different things it'd be easier, and I like being able to actually view the input hatch. So let's do, I don't know, we'll do a bigger one than usually. I usually do the small ones, but they don't have a huge capacity, and I've run into issues with the capacity like 2 or 3 times. Really not much, but I have with a couple things here, so let's just go ahead and get the bigger pipe. Oh. Connect that. Yeah, that's a pretty big pipe, actually. We probably don't. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we need acceleration cards in there, but... Alright, so there's the molten Europium. We got these. I'm kind of curious how fast this goes. I just need to hit it because... Alright, 21 seconds. Did it do 16? I mean, it's much faster than what was over there, wasn't it? But, I mean, it's not super fast, is it? Yeah, 600 seconds. That is a very long recipe. Oops, I missed it. I wanted to see how many we got out of it. Do that so it doesn't auto export. I'm guessing 16. I missed it again. Alright, yeah, so it's doing 16 at a time, so 16 every 20 seconds. As opposed to whatever, I can't remember what it was over there. Maybe one every 3 seconds. So it's definitely going to be faster in this multi-block, that is for sure. I feel like it's keeping up, sort of. I don't know. I'll let that run for a little while, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And I didn't move this. I just left this over here because obviously moving these things, if I broke this, I would lose all these, so don't want to do that. Just double check everything goes in here. Come on. Going in there? 18388. All right, it is. Okay, cool. Wanted to make sure. So, all right. Yeah, the only issue with this is since this is running permanently, the when I do crafts, it's going to be a bit of an issue. Like if I craft up a whole bunch of these, yeah, that's going to be an issue. But I guess we'll. Yeah, I'm trying to just decide. Basically, I just need this for the ultimate batteries. I need all those circuits because we just need so many. But yeah. How many more do we need? Let's see. Come on. Where is it? Yeah, 35,000. So we need about 45,000-ish of those. All right. Man, probably gonna go. What does this use? This. Yeah, it's keeping up. So every 9, I can get 9 from 1 ingot. I think we have enough. That's what, 30,000 ingots of Europium, or even more, 45,000 ingots of Europium times 9. Yeah, I think we're good on that. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna let that run, and yeah, just a couple things running here, and we will be able to get the really ultimate battery. I've been like really looking forward to this for a while. Ooh, what's going on here? This isn't what I like to see. Ah, right. When I broke the battery buffer, a couple machines lost power. Got turned off. I think I got everything turned back on. Yeah. I think everything's turned back on. But all right. Anyway, just gonna wait a little bit for some resources and see if I can figure out what I want to do. Basically, at this point, I just want to kind of come up with the final build for the base. So most of the stuff is good. Like my ore processing room, yeah, this is cool. I like this. I don't think anything really needs to be changed. I could upgrade these to UV energy if I wanted. Is it necessary? Not really. Because both those machines go through the stuff very fast. Like, do we really need to? Is there any reason to upgrade these when they already are almost instantaneous? I don't know. Possibly, you know. But this is the kind of stuff I want to go around. And then also, as I'm going around to each kind of building here, I want to finish the basements off finally. So get rid of all the dirt and replace it with just kind of clean everything up and kind of organize my base a little bit. Now with these probably aren't going to, like I could do the pattern things and then condense channels and stuff like that. Don't think I'm going to do that unless it's necessary, unless I run out. But yeah, this room is, I think we're good really. I don't think this needs to be upgraded power wise. Just need to do a little bit of that stuff, but yeah. Like I said, just kind of like this room, I think we're good. I don't think anything needs to be changed on this. I think with this is a bit annoying. It comes out into like what would be the wall, but I can just do the paint blocks with the painting machine or whatever, so I could just cover that up. So, but I just gotta wait till I figure out how I want this building to look. I have a lot of buildings I need to replace. Now this building, this can all be taken down. I'm not using this at the moment. I'm not going to do this right this second, but I've never really been super excited about this building. Just kind of random stuff. Originally it was for like gases and stuff, so this is producing radon, this is producing nitrogen and argon, and yeah. This, what do I want to do with this mess? I really don't like all the flowers, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with something for this. Maybe like a walled off kind of area. Kind of like maybe out here. Have like a big kind of walled off. Make it look a little prettier than this chaos and all these chests and stuff, so. Yeah, so just kind of figuring that out. The other last thing I really want to, this is the biggest part of this, is I want to basically replace all this stuff. Oops. And get rid of everything that we don't need and get it kind of where it needs to be. I'm thinking, I don't know. Yeah, just need to kind of go around and figure everything out, really. All right, so this stuff can all go. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. This stuff I don't use anymore. This can go, this I don't use. So yeah, anyway, let me just do a little bit of kind of figuring out what I want to do, and we'll come back. And we are back, and I have gone through and pretty much got rid of almost everything that is not being used. A lot of these just have some random recipes in that I don't use a lot, but they are in there. And yeah, these were used in the blood magic stuff. I haven't gotten rid of them yet, but probably not going to be having to use those anymore. And then obviously this is all my silicon, but yeah, pretty much got rid of most of this stuff. I still have, like I said, one or two things in here, but yeah, I have been crafting up the ultimate battery, another one. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. So as we can see, it's been running for quite a while now. And what we are left with, circuits. You just need so many circuits. So I'm thinking one way to speed this up, and I didn't really want to build another one. I'm tired of building these. But if we look at the nano, I am doing, I think, this recipe. But there is actually a much cheaper one, I guess. I don't know if it's cheaper, but it's definitely ooh, I just noticed it uses platinum. I don't know. That's even more platinum than I would need. Well, I'm using platinum for one of these, I forget. Maybe it would be, yeah, I'm thinking do an assembly line for this, because that would reduce a ton, absolute ton of the SMDs. Because if we take a look at this, I have, where are we? So we have like 5,000. You need about, I think, 24,000 of these, I think. And we have about 4,000 left. But look at, we have 37,000 of these kind of thing. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll do another circuit assembly line, I guess. So that we can cut out these SMDs, because that is a pretty huge part. Although we are adding more AOSOCs. Because one of the other big bottlenecks is this. All the different components, you need thousands of them. So that's something to consider. Another AOSOC. I tried to split up the workload a little bit with that by moving this recipe over here. So, wondering, because that was a pretty big backlog. Although I haven't tried it with this recipe over here completely for the entire craft, because that was backing this up pretty bad. All right, I think I'm gonna have to. I'll do that, but I gotta wait for the thing to finish, unfortunately, because it needs. Yeah, what do we need? Oh, yeah, I just don't have a computer for it, but it needs more circuits and stuff, so. Quantum processors. Should I just go ahead and do one for the quantum processors as well? Pretty sure I'm doing this recipe. Or maybe I'm doing this one. Which one am I doing? Yeah, the one with the SMD. Yeah. Should I switch to this one? I don't know. Maybe I'll craft up. Should I don't know. I don't use these quantum processors very often. They're not used in these ultimate batteries, so that's not as necessary. I think I'll just do the nano one. Alright, but yeah, I guess let me cut here and we'll come back. I just gotta wait for this to kind of finish up. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty stoked about everything with the ultimate battery. The three big things here are circuits, the blast furnace recipes, and this thing. These are like the slowest parts of the back. That's what backlogs everything. So yeah, let me cut here and we'll come back. Okay, I've gone ahead and crafted up a new assembly line, and it only needs to be 5 long as opposed to the 7 long. I forgot when I crafted it up, so it kind of was a bit annoying. I remembered when I went to do the recipe. I'm sure, well, I may use it, I don't know. I may use those parts in the quantum one. I don't know if I'm gonna do this one, because I don't really use those. Now that I'm thinking, do these have one? They do have a recipe. I don't think I'm gonna, I don't do those enough. But that should be 7 seconds for 16. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, but I think it's the reduction in materials that I think is more important. Right, so I just want to kind of see. So if we do another ultimate battery, we need like 200,000, 400,000 SMD capacitors. So let's go ahead and switch out the nanos. We'll take that out of there. Put that over in here. Let's see the difference in materials, although I didn't look at the platinum cost, but it's only, I think, 8 platinum. I want to, just curious with the platinum cost, although platinum's not really that big of an issue anymore. Yeah. Look at that, that dropped quite a bit. Still need a lot of SMD capacitors for the crystal circuits, so we need 13,000 crystal circuits, so they need tons of the wraps. Should be done. Yeah, they need, this is all for the crystal circuits. Oh, actually, no, it's not. What are we crafting up with that uses all those things? Now I'm like curious. Yeah, what's using 14,000 of those? Interesting. I'll have to take a look at this. Oh. Don't those use it? No. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that. I'm kind of curious what is... Yeah. That uses some, but no, not the wraps though. Interesting. All right, I'll have to take a look at that. I'm a bit kind of curious what is using so many capacitors. Are the Yeah, the SMD. These. Here, why don't we do this actually? Yeah, what? I'm not using this recipe, am I? Oh, maybe it's... That's what it is. Yeah, it's this. That is the crystal circuits. Alright. I don't think there's any other recipe for those. Yeah, there's no other recipe for... Alright, so that's where we're using all these in the crystal circuits. Okay, so I was correct, but... just wanted to take a look at this. Alright, 8,000 seconds left for the certificate of not being a noob anymore. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I think we're there. We're basically, I need 3 more ultimate batteries, and I've optimized it as much as I can. And I just need some more indium, emerald, and that's about it. That is about it. So yeah, we'll come back next episode. We'll craft up the really ultimate battery. And yeah, I have like 2 more things I want to do, and then the pack is pretty much done with at least crafting everything up. I do want to make everything look pretty and optimize, or I want to fix all the buildings and everything, but we'll get into that more. So yeah, we'll come back next episode and hopefully finally get this really ultimate battery. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching and have a good one.